Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how to draw our Phases of the Moon diagram. That's going to be done on page 18 of your notebook, which has a blue number on the left hand side. And then using a pen or marker or something, doesn't have to be blue, could be any color you want, at the top of the page, we're going to write Phases of the Moon. So now I have my title, Phases of the Moon, and I have the page number on the bottom. The first thing I'm going to do is draw a medium-sized circle in the middle of my page. I can use blue, green, brown, whatever I'd like. I'm going to do brown. And once I've done that, then I can take green and draw some continents. I'm not an artist, so they're not going to look like much of anything, but we're going to draw some squiggle lines to show that it is continents. Almost looks like a weird blah emoji. And I'm going to take a green crayon or colored pencil and color. I'm not going to really use marker here because it'll bleed through, and I feel like I can color quicker with my crayon. Once I'm done coloring my continents, I'm then going to use a blue marker or blue crayon, and I'm going to just color in all that water. So I'm just going to do a little quick color with the marker and go over it in crayon. So I'll get a couple different shades of blue in my ocean. It doesn't have to be the most artistic picture you've ever drawn, it just needs to work, which in this case is showing its purpose of being the earth. There we go. Forgot I have smelly crayons. Smells so good. Then I'm going to take a yellow marker, crayon, colored pencil, and I'm going to draw a half circle that goes through the middle of the page, but I need to make sure that there's enough room for a moon. So actually, since my notebook is small, I'm going to take a black marker and draw a small moon near the 3 o'clock spot of a clock, and then I can draw my sun. My sun should be nice and big. It can take up almost the entire page. Now it's a little bit close to my moon, but it'll work, and I'll color it with a crayon. Now, even with the sun here, it doesn't have to be perfect. You get the idea that this is the sun and that it's giving off light to all of the other objects in the solar system. I'm going to continue to draw a couple more moons. I need 8 that surround my circle, or my earth. So I'm going to draw one at the 12, 3, 6, and 9 o'clock spots. So I already have 3, 12, 6, and 9. They should all be about the same size. And then I'm going to put circles in between those spots. So between 1 and 2, 4 and 5, 7 and 8, 10 and 11. And I have about 8 circles now. I'm also going to number them right outside the circle, not inside. So starting with the 3 o'clock spot, that's a 1, then going counterclockwise, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to draw arrows that kind of show that counterclockwise direction. So I have arrows going in a counterclockwise direction. I have numbers by my circles. The 12 o'clock spot has a number 3, where 9 o'clock would be has a 5, and where 6 o'clock would be has a number 7, with 3 o'clock being the first stage, number 1. So our first stage, number 1, is a new moon. I'm going to write new near number 1, and that is a completely dark circle of a moon. I can use marker if I want, or I can use crayon. I'm probably going to try to use marker because marker will be darker and I will see less white space. So I'm going to take my time and just color it in nicely and trying to leave as very little white space as possible. Going up to number 2, it's going to be a waxing crescent. Waxing means to get brighter. So near number 2, I'm going to write waxing crescent. And I'm going to leave a little bit of white space towards the right, and all the rest of the moon is going to be dark. So I can't even really tell that I've made a little crescent, but I did. I might need to make my circle a little bigger, but I have a little bit of space. Number 3 is going to get a line drawn in the middle, and I'm also going to do one in number 7, going straight up and down the middle of my circles. And for number 3, the left side half is going to be dark, with the right side being light. And that's our first quarter. Number 4 is going to have a little bit of dark space to the left. All the rest of it's going to be white. And that's going to be our waxing gibbous. And number 5 is going to be left completely white because it is a full moon. We can see every ounce of that moon when it's a full moon. And now it's going to be the opposite. It's going to be a waning gibbous with a little bit of dark on the right and most of it being white. For number 7, the right side is going to be dark and the left side white. And that's our third or last quarter. And number 8 is going to be a little bit of white on the left side with the rest of it being dark, and that's our waning crescent. So we have all the phases of our moon. We have our sun, we have our earth. On the bottom of my page, where I have a little bit of notes, I'm going to write some reminders to myself. So I'm going to write waning, W-A-N-I-N-G, equals darker. I'm getting darker when I'm waning. And waxing, W-A-X-I-N-G, equals brighter. And I also want to know that each phase is more than a day. And that the whole cycle takes 29.5 days. Okay? So there you go. Now you have your phases of the moon diagram drawn for you. Bye, guys.